Yo, what's good? Welcome to my channel. This is Buddha AQ, and the AQ is for Aquarius because what a time it is to be alive, and because I'm an Aquarius, right? And so we are doing the Reflectors Spring Equinox reading. So this is going to be the Spring Equinox reading for the human design type reflectors. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at buddha.aq. Facebook is Buddha AQ, just like the YouTube page. Any crystal jewelry, gemstone jewelry, handcrafted, wire wrap. Um, you can always look me up on Instagram as well at Eagle Vision Crystals. Facebook is Eagle Vision Crystals. And also, if you want to just go straight to the website, it's eaglevisioncrystals.com, right? So with this spring reading for reflectors, what we're going to do is basically just look at from today, March 20th, which is spring equinox, until the end of March, and then we'll look at April, May, and then the part of June that still falls within spring, because we know that the summer solstice does come towards the end part of June, right? So let's just see what's going to come up from today forward to the end of March. What is coming up for you for reflectors? All right, so all right, so you're starting to like actually get everything that you like really want for yourself, or how you want things to start to look for yourself, your goals, or how you want your relationship to look, or that job you want, or business, friendships, anything, whatever aspect it is, and how you want it to like look for yourself, like it's starting to play out like how it's meant to, like how you really feel it should be, like how it should be meant for you to play out, right? And it's like, because there's no longer any like obstacles in the way of you like just not knowing your inner truth, right? Oops. So so you're gonna really like start to see like what's destined for you in these different aspects are gonna start to like really play out for you now, right? Like you're really like coming into that. And so um basically like you're gonna like start to like see the things that you how you want it to look, like the way you want things to look are actually going to, like, you're gonna basically like kind of be learning in a sense of the details of that, like what's like how exactly you want it to look, right? Like you might have an idea of certain things, but you're going to start to like really understand down to the detail of how you want it to look, and start putting in the work, right, towards that this last week and a half we have of March. You're going to really start to put in the work on how to make those details come into reality, right? Like those small little minor details of everything, like because y'all pick up so much, right? And so you're going to be really absorbing your external world, right? And things are just going to start coming to you to where you're just like, okay, yeah, no, I don't want it looking like this, or the way that I was thinking was way too broad. Let me narrow it down even, smaller, to whatever detail that it needs to be at. And that way, when you have the small things, like you can actually start to work on those things quicker and get those things done quicker, or bring those things into your life quicker, because they're not as big, right? They're not as big, and it seems like it's going to take forever to bring into your life, even though that your strategy is to really wait like that. But you still, when it comes to small things, that's going to be exciting for you, which excitement is your signature. That's going to be exciting for you, because you're going to know that you can actually start to bring these small things in, because they're not really big decisions or really big things that you have to wait on. And that's very exciting to you because you can bring the small things in and actually, see things piece together and form for you quicker. So let's see. So what is April looking like? Yeah, so you'll be moving on to that hope of whatever it is that you want for yourself, right? You'll be moving on to that, whatever that light that you've been looking at the end of the tunnel for, but it seems like it was never getting closer. Like you'll be there, right? And it won't really be a new feeling, right? Because you already know what you want, right? You already know what you want. Like just make sure that you don't get in the mindset of the little things not being enough, because the little things definitely are enough, right? Like the little things are what are allowing you to prosper, right? But I can see where you can start to feel or get in your head about the little things just being little things, and not the overall, end of the journey type, perspective, right? So don't get caught up in that, right? Continue to just enjoy bringing in the little details of what you want for yourself, like I said, in any aspect, and whether it's relationship, job, business, friendship, whatever, right? Whatever aspect, just focus on how those little things working out for you the way that you would like it in those areas. Just appreciate and give gratitude for those, right? Because that is you prospering, being able to bring in the little things and not have to wait so long like you're used to having to do for the big things to come in, right? Because they're still coming. The big things are still coming. So in April, like really, see yourself moving forward just by piecing together all the little parts of how you want your life to look. So let's look at May. So let's look at May. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. As long as you give gratitude for those little things, happiness is definitely gonna be there. You're definitely gonna be happy where you're at in May, the way things are starting to look for you in May, right? But you have to still like be aware of, how can I put, like you still have to be aware of the goal, right? You still have to be aware of like the overall, like I said, end of the tunnel, like how you want that to look, like the overall goal of all of these little pieces of the puzzle coming together to make the big picture, right? But you won't really be fighting for that, because by the end of May, like you'll really start to see like you're really moving into like this whole new, like whether it's a new job or like your business is really starting to like come together, or your relationship is just really working out the way that you want it to, like you'll definitely start to see that, right? And it's gonna, you'll be able to see like, okay, this is exactly how I wanted it to, and it's because how I wanted it to look, and that's because you've started piecing all those, I keep hitting this you started piecing all these little puzzle pieces together to where like now the bigger picture is really like in sight, right? So in May, you're gonna really start to see the big puzzle with all the little pieces together start to like really be visible. So let's look at June. So from the beginning of June to the 21st, which I believe is the summer solstice. So that little time period of June, that's still spring. What are we going to see for reflectors? Yeah, so you'll definitely, you won't be to yourself too much, right? You won't be to yourself too much. Like, you'll be out and doing things, and basically like this bigger picture that you're seeing at the end of the May, like where everything coming together like you want it to, is going to have you doing not a lot, but when your energy is called to do the things that you need to do, you're going to be doing them, right? So again, because you're a reflector, all open centers, you don't want yourself to be drained. But when you do have those energy bursts, you're definitely going to be putting them to good use, right? Like you're overcoming the transition of like what needed to change for you. Like you've already made it past that. Like no change. Like you've already been reborn, right? Like you're this new person, new mindset, new way of doing things, right? But you don't have to control, right? You know that you don't have to control every little thing. You allow it to happen. You become grateful for like seeing it come into your life and form in the way that you want it to, because you've let go of the control. That's one thing that you've learned up until this point, is to, you know, allow these little details to just fall into place rather than like having to force them in there, right? So the little details in life just working out how they should, and you being okay with however it works out. Just off the simple fact that you just had faith that it would, you know, you just basically just called in to your life the way that you want it to look, down to the little small details, right? And so you know that everything is going to pretty much continue to fall that way, right? Everything is going to really just flow the way that it's been flowing for you, right? And you won't, you've kind of chosen the tower already, right? You've already chosen the tower moment. You've already broken things down to how detailed you want it to be, and like now it's reconstructing, right? You don't have to be scared of something like just suddenly happening, changing your life, because you've already changed your mindset. You stop looking at not having the bigger picture right away, or you know, not getting to the end of the tunnel, right? To see that bright light at the end of the tunnel, and just be in the light. Like you're no longer there where you feel like you're never going to get to that point. Like you've pieced the little pieces together, and now you're there. So you know that you don't have to expect, or you don't have to expect the unexpected. Like you've already chosen to make the change, and change your perspective, and change the way that you see things, and allow things to flow, right? So going into summer, like I think you're in a very good like space, like a very good space to where you just really feel comfortable with how things are working out and coming together for you, right? So I think overall showing for the month of spring, like you're definitely going to be learning a lot. It seems like actually every single design type had kind of a similar energy. So it's like the whole collective as a whole for everybody is just kind of like learning themselves, coming into their energy, you know, allowing things to just like fall into place, and learning how their energy works and stuff like that. So overall, it's just, you know, I see big transformation for everybody, honestly, but definitely gonna end spring in a good space, like I said. Now again, if you want to follow me on social media, my Instagram is at buddha.aq. Facebook is buddha.aq, just like the YouTube page. And if you want to buy any crystal jewelry, gemstone jewelry that I've wire wrapped or handcrafted, it's at Eagle Vision Crystals on Instagram, Eagle Vision Crystals on Facebook. And if you want to go straight to the website, once again, it's eaglevisioncrystals.com. All right. And so I will be still doing monthly readings just to go, more into detail as the months go on. So we'll still touch on each month. But until the next reflector reading, peace.